Hello folks, welcome to Lester's Customs. Hope everyone had a good holiday season and a happy new year. Today we're going to be starting on a Stryker 447 HPC2. This is for Clifford in Ohio. Yeah, make sure that it's working right. Hello, 1 2 1 2. Hello, hello, 1 2. That don't look too bad. Test 1 2 3 4 5 5 4 3 2 1. Test. That's FM, in case you hadn't figured that out. Okay. Yep, that looks pretty good too. That's we're on a 50 watt scale. That's about 30 watts on the FM. Let's see, what do we have on the AM? We've got about 8 watts. Deal. It is going forward, but only to about 10 watts. Okay. Echo was turned all the way up. Test 1 2 1 2. Test. Audio testing. Looks like everything's working. Let's try some receive. I gotta get on 28. Blinker. I hate that damn beep. Okay. Our power's all the way up. Receive looks good. Time to get to work. adding some water to my sponge to clean my soldering iron tip. I'm going to be adding a lot of solder onto these so that I can heat all 3 leads up at the same time for the filter crystals. And I'm going to do the same thing for the capacitors I'm going to swap out. I think that's the first one I need to take out right there. Yep. Okay. Now I'll maneuver it around where I can reach up under here and grab the part to help it decide to come out. All I'm doing is using a pair of needle nose pliers, reaching up and grabbing the part while I heat the bottom of it so that I can pull it out like that, see. It's easier to clean out the holes once you have the component leads out of the holes. Flip it around and take the capacitors out. We'll get this little bitty 470 microfarad cap on the DC input out first, and it still baffles me why they're using such a small capacitor to filter the DC input, because contrary to popular belief, these new cars, they're more noisy than what the old cars were. So much electronic crap in them nowadays. And a lot of the newer cars, especially the foreign cars, Chinese cars, Japanese cars, are noisy. More so than what they used to be. By noisy, I mean electrical noise. Well, if you own a late model car and you got a radio in it, you know what I'm talking about. Computer noise is bad. And when you're doing these through holes that are on the ground plane, you have to be patient. It takes a little bit of time to get them cleaned out. It's clean, but just a little bit left on the edge there. There we go. And that's flux that's smoking off, not burning up the board. Yeah, did that one. I got that pretty good. bad part about doing it this way is that I have to clean out my solder sucker. Say that real fast 3 times. More often. I think I've already told you guys about Edson, the original manufacturer of the solder pullet. They are still in business and still making the solder pullet. You can look them up on the internet and order. Well, as a matter of fact, you can order them through Amazon. They're selling on Amazon. EDSYN. Solder pullet. I think I've showed you guys this before. Hopefully you can see that. It's the model DS017, and it's the real thing. As a matter of fact, I need to clean it out right now. It has more pulling pressure than any other desoldering tool on the market. I've been using them, well, about 30 years. We used them in the Navy. Matter of fact, when we did small board repair. Now then you can get them that are, I've got a couple of the black ones over there, the static free ones. Haven't had a need to use them. You do need to use them on FETs and static sensitive circuits. Let's see, did I get that cleaned out good? Better. Some of it gets caught right down around the tip there. Alrighty. Now, time to go back with the good stuff. I'm going to go back with 22 microfarad 25 volt caps in place of those two. This one in the very back was 470 microfarad, so we're replacing him with a 2200 microfarad 25 volt. Let's see, can you see that? I think you can. And this one up here was a 1000 microfarad at, was it 16 volts? Nope, 25 volt. But we're replacing him with a 2200 microfarad 25 volt. Okay, this is for the voltage regulator. Okay, that's the buffer filter for the voltage regulator right there. This one here in the back is your buffer filter for the DC input power. That's why I can't see how they're getting away with using a 470 microfarad. That's just, for years and years and years, 1000 has been the absolute least amount you would want to use on it. And crystal filters, we're going to be using the ECS 10.77.5 B filters. Have good luck with these filters. Of course, down here everything's made in China. Country of origin, CN. knocking China. Well, yeah, I am too. I try to find things that are made in the U.S. now. But, you know, I mean, damn near everything is made in China. All the electronic components. You just about can't find a U.S. manufacturer anymore. I used to buy my caps from a company in, I think it was North Carolina or South Carolina. The capacitors were brown. They were really good capacitors. I think they finally went out of business too, because I haven't been able to locate their capacitors online anymore. Used to be able to buy them through Mauser, as a matter of fact. I can't remember the name of it right now. Name of the company, which when I get a chance I'll look that up, but stuff like that's not made in the U.S. anymore. Anytime you go to do a search to look for a part, country of origin, China. So everybody's worried about China's military strength. They don't have to have military strength. They've already taken over our economy. Anyway, I'll get off that soapbox. This is not a political channel. Oh, and I forgot to spread the tip on that, the leads. So of course it fell out. What I'll do is just solder one lead, and then I'll get on the other side of the board, push it through, make sure it's tight against the bottom. See, like that one right there. He wasn't tight against the bottom. Same thing with this one. And that one was pretty much at the bottom. Okay. You know, I won't name the manufacturer, but I asked a radio manufacturer, why do they put the fuses close to the radio? Why don't they put it at the other end of the power cord, close to the source? You know, put it at the battery, as Derek would say. But, and I'm talking about Derek in Vice Grip Garage. I like him, he's funny. But they said the reason being is that a lot of times folks won't use that power cable that comes with the radio. They either have one already in the vehicle, or they do something different to where they're not using the power cable that comes with the radio. Or if they change vehicles, the old power cable stays with the vehicle. And then you wind up with a power cable with no fuse in it. Yeah. That makes sense. They don't want you to burn your equipment to the ground, so they put the fuse close to the radio. So it's up to you to put a fuse at the battery. Make sure you guys do that. I've only seen one vehicle burn to the ground because of wiring being shorted, and it was for a music amplifier, not for a radio amplifier. But it did. It burnt that vehicle all the way down. So when you hear about folks talking about that, it's true. That's why when I do my amplifiers for the remotes, I always put a 5-amp fuse in that line for the remote, because even if the remote wire shorts out, it could start a fire in the vehicle. I know remote cables are small, but if it's not fused, it just continues to act like a heater. All right. We've got the parts done. Got the new filters in there. Time to start doing the tune and the conversion. More to come. You know, I'm really grateful they didn't decide to put solder on the back of these damn cans. That would have been a real bitch to get to. Okay, the tune-up is complete. And like I said before, these things are pretty damn close right from the factory. Okay, I think you're going to be very pleased with the results. Hello test, 1, 2 test, audio test. Alright, let me get you set up on the other camera. I need to put that solder up. So we can watch the power meter. Let's see. Right about there should be good. Okay, now I've set the meter on ×2. Okay, see that scale right there? Well, you can't really see it, but it's set on ×2. Okay, I've got 100 watt slug on the peak side and a 50 watt slug on the RMS side. All right. So we're going to be reading on that bottom scale, but it's going to be multiplied by 2. In other words, here where it says 60, that's 120. Okay, where it says 40, that's 80. In between that, that would be the 50 mark, that's 100. Okay, this one we're going to be reading on the center scale. See where it says 50 there? We're going to be reading right there. In the center part right here. Okay, I am on channel 20, band D. Dead key in about 9 watts now. Audio, hello, audio. Audio. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Audio testing, testing audio. Hello, audio. Audio 1, 2. We're hitting that 120 mark over there. You notice it's not backing up. Audio. It's going forward. Audio. So, like I said, I think you're going to be happy with it. All right. There's your upgraded caps. That's the one for the voltage regulator I was telling you about. There's the one for the DC input. Okay, it's going to clean up your DC, make it smoother. The radio will work better. We also upgraded your crystal filters with tighter filters. They're the 7.5s. The B's, which means 2 filters. Okay. And that's pretty much it. You're going to get 2 views. All right, let me get her put back together, and we'll do a final video. More to come. Here it is, Cliff. Nice looking little radio. Right now I've got the RF gain, or the RF output power, turned all the way down. We'll look at it first on the spectrum analyzer, the DSA 705. And there's your modulation up there. Audio, hello, hello, audio. Audio 1, 2, 1, 2, audio. Audio 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's with RF power all the way down. Now I'm going to turn RF power all the way up. Hello 1, 2, 1, 2, hello. Hello 1, 2, 1, 2, hello. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Audio test, test audio. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, test. You notice how clean this signal is. We're going from 10 megahertz to 75 megahertz. Okay? It's like a 65 megahertz spread. How clean that is. Audio, hello, hello, audio. At 54 megahertz is somewhere right in here, which is the TV interference place, or used to be. Now that everybody's on cable or satellite, you don't have much interference problems anymore. Audio 1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 1. Audio test. Audio. You can see just a little bit of ripple out there at around 54 megahertz, but we're at negative 65 dB on here, okay? Negative 65. Audio test, test audio. Audio 1, 2, 1, 2, audio. Audio, hello, hello, audio. Audio 1, 2. So this is a clean radio. Really clean. All the Strykers are like that, if they're tuned properly. Now, you can tune them to where they'll make a mess of anything around them, but if they're tuned properly, they are really, really clean. And again, we're on the ×2 scale on that one. Audio, hello. It easily peaks at 120 watts. Easy. All right. Cliff, I sure hope you enjoy your new radio. It was my pleasure to set it up for you, buddy. 7-3, everybody. Stay safe.